wants to make $1 million, but few ever do. Not because they can't, but because they never learn to think like a millionaire. They chase the money, but ignore the mindset. They want the reward without the reprogramming, and that's the real secret. Before you ever hold $1 million in your bank account, you have to hold it in your mind. Because wealth doesn't start with money, it starts with mentality. You can't have a $1,000 bank account with a $1 mindset. The people who build massive success don't have more opportunities. They have more awareness, more focus, more belief, and more discipline. They think differently, they act differently, and they live by rules that most people ignore. And once you learn to think like them, everything changes. The first truth about building $1 million mindset is this: success is 80% psychology and 20% mechanics. The tactics, the strategies, the investments, they matter, but they're useless if your mind isn't aligned. You can hand two people the same plan, the same tools, and the same opportunities, and one will win while the other gives up. Why? Because mindset shapes behavior, and behavior shapes results. The way you think determines the way you act, and the way you act determines what you attract. So if you want to change your bank account, you have to start by changing your beliefs. Here's the reality. Most people are programmed for survival, not success. From childhood, they've been told to play it safe, avoid risk, get a job, save what they can, and hope for the best. They were never taught how to create, only how to comply. That programming becomes their financial ceiling. They work hard, but they never break free. They stay in the same mental box, believing wealth is for other people. But millionaires, they reprogram that box. They unlearn everything that keeps them average. They question everything that limits their potential. They replace fear with faith, excuses with action, and doubt with data. That's the foundation of a $1,000 mindset. You have to deconstruct everything that keeps you small. The rich don't think in terms of lack, they think in terms of leverage. They don't ask, can I afford this? They ask, how can I create this? They don't say, that's too risky. They say, how do I manage this risk? They don't see problems as barriers, they see them as instructions. Every obstacle becomes a question that, when answered, creates growth. They've trained their minds to turn resistance into results. That's what separates dreamers from doers. If you want to build a millionaire mindset, you have to understand one thing. Success isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by the person you become. You can't get rich with the same habits that keep you broke. You can't create wealth while thinking like a victim. You have to evolve. You have to build yourself into the kind of person who handles wealth naturally. Because money doesn't make you wealthy. It amplifies who you already are. If you're undisciplined, it will magnify your chaos. If you're intentional, it will magnify your impact. That's why mindset comes first. The first habit of a $1,000 mindset is ownership. Millionaires take extreme responsibility for everything in their lives. They don't blame the government, the economy, or their past. They don't waste energy on excuses. They know that the moment you blame something outside yourself, you give up your power to change it. So they take control. They own their time, their choices, their failures, and their results. Because only what you own can you improve. Ownership gives you power, and power creates progress. The second habit is vision. Millionaires think years ahead. While most people focus on next Friday, they're focused on the next decade. They have clarity, not vague wishes, but defined goals backed by plans. They see their ideal life in detail before it exists, because you can't hit a target you can't see. Vision gives direction, and direction gives discipline. The clearer your goal, the stronger your drive. The third habit is focus. The average person is drowning in distractions. Every day, their attention is pulled in 100 directions: notifications, opinions, entertainment, noise. They confuse activity with productivity. But millionaires know that focus is the ultimate superpower. They build routines that protect their energy. They don't chase 10 things, they master one. They're ruthless with their priorities. They say no more often than they say yes, because every yes to distraction is a no to your destiny. The fourth habit is learning. Every millionaire is a student. They read, listen, ask, and study constantly. They understand that the more they learn, the more they earn, because knowledge compounds faster than money. They invest in education, mentors, courses, and books. They see ignorance as the most expensive liability. The moment you stop learning, your wealth stops growing. And here's the truth. The world is changing faster than ever. Skills become outdated in months. Only those who keep learning stay ahead. The fifth habit is patience combined with urgency. It sounds like a paradox, but it's the key. Millionaires move with urgency in the short term, but patience in the long term. They act fast, but they don't expect instant results. They know success is built daily, quietly, consistently. They plant seeds today that may not bloom for years. They don't need applause, they need progress. Because they understand that compounding takes time, and time rewards those who persist. The sixth habit is risk management. Millionaires don't avoid risk, they master it. They understand that every great reward comes with uncertainty. The difference is that they calculate risk, they study, prepare, and then act decisively. They don't gamble, they strategize. The poor fear failure, the rich fear inaction. They know that doing nothing is the biggest risk of all, because time lost is opportunity lost. The seventh habit is environment. The rich are obsessive about who they spend time with. They know that your circle determines your ceiling. Energy is contagious. Spend time with complainers and you'll start complaining. Spend time with creators and you'll start building. Millionaires surround themselves with people who stretch their thinking, challenge their limits, and hold them accountable. They build networks that multiply opportunity. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. The eighth habit is emotional control. Money flows to those who stay calm under pressure. While others panic, the wealthy stay composed. They don't let fear dictate decisions. They think logically when others act emotionally. They understand that emotion destroys wealth faster than bad math. So they develop emotional intelligence, the ability to stay stable when everything around them shakes. That's why they win in the long term. The ninth habit is discipline. It's the foundation of everything. A millionaire mindset is built on consistency, not intensity. It's not about doing big things once, it's about doing small things daily. Every habit, every choice, every routine compounds. The richest people in the world are simply the most consistent. They do what they said they'd do long after the mood has left. Discipline is freedom disguised as structure. The 10th habit is gratitude. It may sound simple, but gratitude is the emotional engine of abundance. You can't attract more while resenting what you already have. Gratitude keeps you grounded, focused, and open. It turns anxiety into appreciation and scarcity into sufficiency. The wealthiest people know that gratitude is not about settling, it's about seeing clearly. You can be grateful and still hungry. You can appreciate the moment while building the future. That's balance. Now, building a $1,000 mindset isn't just about habits, it's about identity. You have to become the kind of person who naturally produces success. Your identity drives your behavior. If you see yourself as broke, your actions will match that belief. If you see yourself as powerful, resourceful, and disciplined, your behavior will align with it. You can't outperform your self-image. That's why millionaires spend more time building their mindset than their portfolio. The portfolio follows. You have to start speaking differently, acting differently, and deciding differently. You have to stop saying I can't and start saying I will figure it out. You have to stop waiting for permission and start taking action. Because no one's coming to save you. No one's handing you freedom. You have to create it. Every decision you make is a vote for your future identity. When you choose learning over laziness, when you choose consistency over comfort, when you choose focus over distraction, you're voting for your millionaire self. And here's the secret. Your brain adapts to your standards. Whatever you tolerate becomes your reality. If you tolerate mediocrity, you'll live in it. If you demand excellence, you'll rise to it. That's why you have to raise your standards. Don't settle for average effort. Don't settle for comfort. The $1,000 mindset is about refusing to live like everyone else. It's about demanding more from yourself every single day. But there's one more element, faith. Millionaires believe before they see. They move before they're ready. They act before the outcome is guaranteed. They understand that progress requires belief when logic says it's impossible. Faith is the ability to act without certainty. It's what turns dreams into results. Because if you wait until everything feels safe, you'll wait forever. Building a $1,000 mindset isn't about ego or luxury. It's about mastery. It's about mastering your habits, your emotions, your energy, and your time. It's about being the kind of person who can handle wealth, sustain it, and multiply it. Because wealth without wisdom disappears. But wisdom creates wealth again and again. So if you want to build a millionaire mindset, start today. Read every day. Learn every day. Move every day. Create something of value. Cut toxic influences. Protect your focus. Stop procrastinating. Invest in your growth. Every day you do that, your brain rewires. Your identity shifts. Your reality transforms. And one day, you'll wake up and realize something powerful. You've become the person who doesn't chase money anymore. Money chases you. Opportunities find you. People trust you. You've built yourself into someone unstoppable. Because a millionaire mindset doesn't just attract wealth, it builds freedom. So stop wishing for $1 million. Start thinking like the person who earns it. Because when you master your mind, the money will follow. That's the law. That's the formula. That's the truth. Wealth begins in the mind. Build the mind, and the money will always come.